Welcome, welcome. Let's jump right into it. Speedrun marathon. RE4 gonna be the first one. The game pro, as always. What's up, Nightmare? Howdy. See ya. What's up, local scan? Yes, but this God Gamer has not played DMT2 or RE2 Remake in a long time. But we'll see how that goes. What's up, Music My Life? Howdy. What's up, Pardon My Life? Good afternoon. Pro tip, Krausers goes down with headshots. Well, I'm going to be knifing him, so that's not going to be a problem. What will be a problem is my headphones are dying. Yep, blame the patrons for that one, Salted. I expect to see whole W game. Yep. Well, for the content. I'll never get used to me not saving the dog. It's never gonna happen. I'm not doing it. It's too slow. What's up, Jesus Vince? Howdy. Yeah, thanks, comrade. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I got a little scared for a second there that I didn't kill enough enemies. For Sean. You do it, you're just so fast that when you do, you miss it? No. Fuck that dog. Like a white woman. I mean, no, not like that. Just if you don't save him, he's annoying. Would I ever be interested in running Resident Evil 1? No. I would. I would not. Never thought I'd see the day where you'd run RE2 again? Well, I'm not running it really. Just gonna do one run for the content. The patrons voted for it. So. Scrappy. Thanks, so good luck. Top Mason Saint. Howdy. Go Jams. That's good gamer. Let's smash this. RE4 OGs, they go. Yeah, Cabinet is legit one of the hardest parts of the run, Nightmare. I don't blame you. You could do nothing wrong and still get absolutely annihilated, unfortunately. This is kind of how it goes. Cabin moment. Wish there was a devs react video for this game. That'd be kind of cool. I'm sure the devs that they would get for this have probably already seen a run for it, considering like how insanely popular it is. Maybe not a whole run, but at least like Dipman and stuff. It's called live split, Scrappy Doo. That's what everyone uses. Am I on pro? Yes, sir. Always, Alan. Remake. Arms Bebop. I suck at this game. I definitely wouldn't want them to watch my run. Alright, first your first game. I think my first game was DMC1. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want a dev react for RE4 though, because like honestly, like developers react to speedruns is probably the best content that IGN's ever made. But it is actually just stealing an entire speedrun. I mean, they ask for permission, but like they do just take an hour to 2 hours of someone else's content and then just repost it basically. And whenever they do devs react, basically if you don't know, the premise is like they take like a couple of developers that worked on the game and then like have them watch a speedrun and just do live reactions to it. But they almost never have insightful commentary because a lot of people don't know this, but you know, most developers, especially high-end developers, don't have any idea what's happening in their games and probably haven't even played them.
What are you buying?
So unless you get like exactly the right people to do the reaction, then it just doesn't matter. Like, for example, when they did Halo CE, one of the people they had to doing the reaction was the dude who did the music. And so all he did the whole time was just bitch and complain that they were skipping parts of the music. It's like, dude, who cares? You know, you know what I mean? Or like, they'll have the director on and he'll be like, you know, honestly, it's like 20 years since I've played this game. I don't even remember how you're supposed to do this normally, so I don't know what the difference is. And also they have like, they almost never have the runner on with them to like explain what's happening. So a lot of the times the developers just go like, whoa, that's not supposed to be done on purpose, and have no idea what's happening whatsoever and can't give an explanation for what's happening. And since no one gives an explanation for what's happening, they just get completely lost. And then they end up just repeating themselves being like, yeah, that's crazy. That's not supposed to happen. Like for like 10 minutes until they finally see some normal gameplay again. And then they're like, oh, okay, there we go. So it's like, I don't know. It's sounds like someone who's only played the game once doing commentary. Yeah, exactly. Because most devs have only played the game once. I think that they have had speedrunners be on comms with the devs before. I think they had Shift do it for Battle for Bikini Bottom. Maybe I've heard that. I've never actually watched it, but apparently he just like wouldn't shut up the whole time and let the devs talk, so they didn't do it again. But I always thought like the showing the devs what the speedrun is like thing to be kind of interesting, because people expect the devs to care a lot more and to like know a lot more about what's happening. But especially a game like RE4, like probably near like 300 people worked on this game easily, and everyone worked on little segments of it completely isolated from everyone else, so no one knows why things interact with each other the way they are or what is and is not intentional. And like, you know, after spending 120 hours a week for like 9 months working on the game, you probably don't want to look at it ever again for the rest of your life. So you probably maybe played it once casually, but that's it. And it's like, you know, you're not that invested. So when a speedrunner's like check out the speedrun. I spent 12,000 hours of my life like crafting and routing this. Like, what do you think? The devs usually just like, cool, I guess. I don't know. You know. Because they just don't care. Why would they care? It's just their day job, you know? Maybe if it was like an indie dev, like maybe you had like the Celeste dev on or something, maybe they'd be like way more stoked because it's like 10 people made that game or whatever, you know? And they all know like everything about it. But if you do it for some like AAA game, then like, yeah, no one, you know, fucking... They did it for Half-Life 2 and that was the best one they've done, I think, because they actually had like some programmers on. So they had like actually some idea of what was happening while that was happening. Like, oh, they're doing that thing with the backwards accelerated hop. Like, yeah, that's, you know, my friend Marty programmed that. Like, we totally didn't think about this application for it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, that one was like my favorite one for sure, is the Half-Life 2 one. Because they got people that were devs that like actually knew the code for it. And so they actually had like some insightful commentary about what was happening. I feel like if I was a game dev, I would care tons about the following of my masterpiece and how people are expanding upon the game. I mean, you would think that, but like, I don't know. Have you ever been a fast food worker? Do you care about like the receivement of your burger that you made and like how this impacted their day for every person that you ever made the burger for? Like, probably not. Your job is just to make the burger. You get the fucking, you get the money for making the burger and you go home to your wife and kids and you know, live your life. The best reaction one was the guy doing the Getting Over It game because the run is like 2 minutes long and he spends the whole time reading an essay about how cool speedrunning is. That's awesome. Same here, Dr. Pat Stacks. But yeah, I always thought that was funny. Like, you know, it's just their job. They don't really care that much. Yeah, actors in movies is like the same thing. Like, as an actor, you might spend like hundreds and hundreds of hours like perfecting this character so that you could, you know, like be in this movie and have like the best performance possible, but then you just never watch the movie. Because why the fuck are you want to watch the movie? You are the movie. You spent hundreds of hours making the movie. Like, tons of really like good actors, I'm sure, never watched their own movies ever. Maybe they did like once, but like they're in the movie, you know? They sure as shit aren't walking around being like just personifying whatever character they are in the movies, you know? Oopsies. Like, I doubt that Johnny Depp is walking around just like pretending to be Jack Sparrow all the time because he loves Jack Sparrow so much. I mean, maybe he does because it's Johnny Depp, but you know. Scarlett Johansson talks about it with Marvel a lot. Yeah, I'm sure all these Marvel actors have never seen a Marvel movie because why the fuck would they? There's like 12,000 of them and they're always filming them all the time. They probably want to get away from it as much as possible. There's like, okay, this is my day job. I work like 12 hours a day, like being fucking the Hulk. Like, I don't want to be the Hulk anymore. You know, when I'm not the Hulk, I am just a normal person and I want to go walk around and do normal person things. There's a famous Michael Caine quote about Jaws 4. I haven't seen the movie, but I have seen the house it paid for. Yeah, see, that's based, actually. Yeah, so it's like the same thing. I don't know. It's very similar. Yeah, but I want to think the devs are actually passionate about the games. Well, they're not. I'm sorry. They're not. You think Itsuno's ever played DMC5? Because I don't. It doesn't happen. I guarantee you that Kamiya has never beaten Dante Must Die in Devil May Cry 1. There's literally zero chance.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon.
I mean, it's just like anything. I'm not gonna like go back and watch my YouTube videos. Like I might skim them or like you watch them for research to like try to figure out like what I can do better and whatnot, but I'm not gonna like, oh man, you know what can really hit the spot right now? I'm just gonna go watch my RE4 videos and just like sit in my room and watch my own content. That'd be a little bit narcissistic of me. Like, do you think that, you know, like 50 Cent's driving around listening to his own music? Like maybe, but I kind of doubt it. It might be more possible that that's true for people that make music, because just music just slaps, you know, like music makes you feel that beat, you know. That Left 4 Dead 2 a good game casually, yeah, it's fantastic.
Wait, follow me.
Might want some friends to play it with, but thanks, Ashley.
Wait, follow me.
Bro, what? Ashley, holy shit.
Wait, follow me.
Fred Durst made a movie and had a character say Limp Bizkit is awesome and then turn off the radio. That's just based, honestly. You're explaining on certain things is great. Thank you. Doesn't mean I want to watch myself do it. Zerk said I can't event on stream today. He got cocked? Oh god. Are you trying to kill me?
Use this.
What happened? What's up, Lock? I'm Locky. It's going good. Well, like my last 10 videos on the highlight channel were Formic stuff. Are you trying to kill me? Not me, them. Secret Mission 3, Troll Despair. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna be down like 4 kills. What happened? Hey, Brody. Hey, Oreo. This is not a good time. Oreo. Oreo! Good play, Zed. Oreo, you're laying on my mouse pad. Is knifing Lewis a strat? No, knifing Lewis is the strat. Not just a strat, the strat. This never ends. All right, Oreo, you gotta move. I'm sorry, kitty. Can't lay there. Knifing Lewis makes it so that he can't shoot. And that's good, so that the enemies will come inside and you can kill them with the grenades. Because if he shoots them, then they get stuck outside the windows, and then you don't get as many kills with the grenades, and then cabin's like 12 times longer. Damn, Red Canary. I thought that was Lloyd that posted those splits, but I guess it was probably Zerx then. Almost got the sub 130. He almost bopped me. Bania sent me another version of my mod this morning. I still have to test it to see if it crashes on mission 5, but hopefully it shouldn't. Probably test that tomorrow. Or tried speedrunning Portal. I thought about speedrunning Portal, but like, I swear to God, the run is like 12 minutes long, and 10 minutes of that run is in elevators. I'm convinced. I'm convinced like 90% of the run is elevators. Because you do like a test chamber and it takes you 10 seconds to do the test chamber, and then you spend 2 minutes in an elevator. You know? By Portal, I mean Portal 2. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, Portal 2 is the same problem. Portal 2's got a lot of unskippable cutscenes and like a lot of elevators. Maybe though. I do like source games a lot. I'd be down. I wouldn't put it off the list. There's just a lot of downtime in Portal runs, you know? And they're insanely optimized. There's like thousands upon thousands of submitted runs in every category. What's up, Miku? Why is that shooting nothing? To get rid of the ammo so I don't have to sell it.
Follow me. Wait. Follow me. Wait. Follow me. Wait. Follow
Bien.
me. Wait.
I'm glad you got it back. E-Man finally found his sword, I guess. I have the power! Worst RNG blogger. Hey, Gamer CB. Howdy. Does anyone have recommendations for Guitar Hero controllers that I could use on my computer for Clone Hero? I want to use a Guitar Hero controller for a challenge run, but I also want to buy one that'll be useful to play Clone Hero on. Because, like, 2 birds, 1 stone, why not? I don't really care. Anything that works. Nah, I probably wouldn't stream it. Honestly, my girlfriend's the one that wants to play it more. Probably just join their Discord and ask. Fair. NBC PPC controller guitar. Probably best bet. I will not remember that, but it's on the VOD now, so.
Wait.
Thank you. A minute. How often do you rewatch your live stream VOD? Never. Unless I'm looking for something in particular.
Wait. Welcome. Got some. What are you selling? What are you buying?
Long rifle.
Come back anytime.
Hey, are you going for another PB in any percent? Are you crazy? Sub 40? Wild. There's new strats, right? You're not just grinding it, are you? Cause that shit was already super painful in Omega RNG before.
Wait. Follow me. Wait.
So Mashmoon just went.
Wait. Follow me.
I had the best experience with the original Xbox USB wire controller that came with the Guitar Hero 3. Looks like a Gibson Explorer. Okay, good shout, good shout. Those just work on PC, just like plug and play, USB style. Mashroom just have to use sub-hour DMC3. Hey, I mean, it's not that hard. I did it on like my 3rd D-Rust run, so. You got it? Sub-hour's free now.
Wait.
I don't know where I'm gonna save another 3 minutes to get record back, but somewhere, presumably. Oh, that's cool. Good shout, comrade. I mean, one cycle hard saved like what compared to the strat that I was doing yesterday, maybe 10 seconds. I mean, it's definitely a time save, but not really a big one. The day is fast approaching where you start to hate DMC3 for being too optimized. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I already thought that when I was going for sub 1. But the horse strat alone saved me like a minute, and that made sub 1 free. Sub tamer. Sub volley. Still the top of DMD DMC. So I have every world record in DMC 1 except for normal any percent, normal all collectibles, and Dante style collectibles.
Follow me. Wait.
And in DMC 3, I am like 4th? Recall? Like you'd smash normal 90%. Normal 90% sucks cock. It is so optimized. It's basically just random at this point.
Wait.
On the 5th. Sick nasty.
Follow me.
That was not a good move. Always pass on the left. Good recovery. So you always pass on the left with GRE4. Bro, you got just straight up miss right there. You see that?
Look, there's a crank over there.
Look, there's a crank over there. I have no idea. That was wrong.
Watch out for me.
Ya es hora de aplastar.
No dejar que escape de la lista.
Nice shot, dude.
No dejar que
You're 15th on Super Dante, or 20%. That's probably because you didn't even try. That's probably because no one runs Super Dante. Yeah, he's the only person that runs Super Dante, really. What? How did that miss? If you want the thrill of beating the game as fast as possible, then do New Game Plus. Smiley face. Do it, man. Have fun.
no dejar que escape de la isla
New Game Plus no items might be fun. I mean, it's just new game, no items, but you have unlimited DT. And like vortex movement, I guess. Yeah, DMC4 is like DMD New Game Plus, no items though. That one Korean guy runs that a lot. But I don't think it's really done like a speedrun. I think he just kind of does style play, like fast. RE3 Remake speedrun is also a joke. I mean, where's your time at it then? A great speedrun. Love the Holy OG. Nice. Yeah, the patrons voted for RE2 Remake, so I figured I'd do it. Why not? This is the easiest game ever made. So it should go off without a hitch. XD. As a speedrun, Dr. Fat Stacks? I don't know. I'm pretty sure a blind infant with polio could get a sub 1 hour in RE2 remake in like less than 5 tries. It's like a comically easy speedrun. It's got no tech. Ugh. Tragic. Tragic. Dante. Game was I most disappointed by? Oh. DMC 5 for sure. Definitely the most disappointed I've ever been with a video game. DMC 5. There we go. Grab it.
Allí están.
I feel like I have to implement a rule in my chat that we're not allowed to talk about DMC 5. But I feel like it's all I ever talk about lately. Hey waifu, would you rather have the ability to fly or be given $500,000 a year for the rest of your life for doing nothing? I think I would probably kill myself if either of those things were true. I find a lot of value out of my life, out of earning things, and both of those things would completely trivialize my entire existence. Like, as I've always thought, like, if I had a superpower, it would just completely fuck my mental. Like, it would just undermine every achievement I've ever gotten. You know what I mean? Like, no physical achievement I could reasonably say I'd be able to do without having that power. I'd be like on a completely different playing field than everyone else. Like, you can't compete with anyone for anything ever. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say that having the ability to fly doesn't, like, in some subtle way affect, like, the way I do basically anything. Like, you have just a completely unfair playing field to everything else. And like, if I got $500,000 a year for free for doing nothing every year, then I'd be pretty fucking bored. What would be the motivation to do anything? Like, why would I do anything? There's no reason to do anything. I have lived purely hedonistically and done nothing but anything that I exactly want to do for like several years before, and it just makes you depressed. Like being a broke hikikomori who does nothing but play video games all day, and being a rich hikikomori who does nothing but play video games all day are both the exact same thing. Like, you just depressed, you don't do anything. Like, what are your goals at that point? You literally have one life, like you don't even need to do anything. And in that instance, you didn't even earn it. So like, you can't even have like residual gratification from it. But like, stuff like that subtly affects everything. Like, let's say you have super strength, for instance. Like, that could even affect stuff like, very subtly, your super strength means that you just burn less calories overall, which means you don't need to eat as much food, which means that you don't have to spend as much money on food, which means that you have like a huge economic advantage over everyone else on the planet. You know? I don't know. For me personally, I feel like it would just having any sort of distinct advantage like that, like some sort of supernatural advantage, would just trivialize any form of comparison at all. I'd just be like, well, I'm cheating, basically. But 500,000 a year, your family's taken care of forever, literally just live and die right, and your family's rich. Okay, but like, who cares? Being rich sucks. Like, there was a time in my life where I was making like nearly 10 grand a month, but my life sucked. It was super depressing. I hated it. Money doesn't give you any sort of value. Like, there's literally no point in just having infinite money. There's way more to life than money. Statistically, literally, like once you make $120,000 a year, you receive no quality of life increase upwards of that. Like, it has no reflection on how much you like life. Like, a lot of the reason that I like to do what I do is because I like playing the metagame of content creation. Like, I enjoy trying to make more money because trying to get good at skills and becoming marketable and being entertaining is fun. But if I have infinite money, there's no point in doing that. Because why do I care? I'll just do whatever I want, right? There's no incentive for me to like become a better content creator, for example. Because I already have unlimited money. You know? I mean, there's a reason why people that have a lot of money, especially like kids who have like infinite money, they become like really depressed and don't have good lives and stuff because there's no scarcity. Scarcity is really good for you. Like, you need some depravity, otherwise, you know, life's gonna suck. Humans are beasts of burden, so if you don't have something you're working towards, then you're just gonna hate life. Ramiro. Yo hablas español un poquito. Por favor. Stop yelling. Pinche pendejo. Man, Local man is really annoying. Ah, you're getting banned. Goodbye. Adios, amigo. See what happens, dude, when you got nothing to do and you're just bored? That's what happens. That's what I'd be like if I had $500,000 a year every year for nothing. I just go into random Twitch streams and just yell in all caps in Spanish.
Wait here.
What's up, Prince? How you doing? What's up, Bulu? What was he even yelling about? Literally nothing. Just schizo posting. Just yelling about nothing. In Spanish. Glad you could too. But yeah, I mean, back to the conversation we were having, or this person decided to forget to take their medicine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I find a lot of value in my life from like earning things. Like earning my living makes my living way more like I'm way happier like having the same quality of life where I have to work to make the money so that I can pay for that quality of life than like living with my mom and having the same quality of life. You know what I mean? Like having to work and earn the money to maintain your own quality of life is just more satisfying than not doing that. So if you just got money for free and never have to do anything, then it would just be the same thing as living with your mom. You know what I mean? I'd still be bored and have no idea what to do all day, every day. You know? Yeah, definitely Chaser. Yes, but generational wealth to make you feel better. And on top of that, you can just visit places around the world you never have the opportunity to, such as the Titanic. I don't really care. I mean, I will feel much more vindicated visiting those places when I pay for it myself.
7 months. Do you like fish sticks?
Yeah, it was cool. Thank you so much for the forever of being subbed. Holy shit. Yes, I love fish sticks in my mouth. But no, like, fuck that, dude. I want my kid to start from zero. I don't want generational wealth. I want my kid to be broke as fuck. I'm gonna make like $1 million and have it all in the bank and just not give my kid any of it. And be like, go work a fucking McDonald's. Make something of yourself. Don't be a fucking loser.
Wait.
You know what I mean? Like if I have like $1 million in the bank, I'm not just gonna give my kid infinite money. I'm like, dude, make something of yourself. I'll be your safety net if you fuck up and you're like really in need of trouble, but you gotta do that shit yourself. Like that's the whole point of life. Later, Nightmare. You don't want your kids to be broke? I mean, being broke is good. Being broke is good for you. You should all, like, everyone should be broke at least once in their life. In my opinion. It adds a whole new perspective to everything.
Wait, follow me. Wait, follow me. Wait, follow me. Wait, follow me. Wait.
Makes you value things you used to ignore? Yeah, definitely. A lot of stuff you take for granted, you know? I think the key to happiness is perspective. And it's really hard to have perspective if you've always had money. Oh, that's a flash off the map. Yushi, no! God, Leon's so buff. Well, have you ever heard the saying, Dr. Fatstacks, that hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men? I firmly believe in that. And weak men create hard times. Yeah, it's cyclical. You wrote your college senior paper on that quote? That sounds like a sick paper. But like, you know, you grow up poor, you work your ass off, you make a lot of money, you set your kids up so they have a lot of money, they don't have enough depravity, they become shitty people, they don't do anything, they waste all the money, and then their kids have to grow up in a shitty life. And that makes them strong, and then they make money. Rinse and repeat. If you don't adequately deprive your kids of stuff, then they'll just won't be good people. Ooh. What's up, Khalil? Games that I'm playing for each day change, or for each marathon. They're always on the right there.
Welcome.
Hey, Linnell.
Got some red. What are you selling? Is that all? Is that all? What are you buying? Thank you.
I overscrolled it. Where is it? There it is.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
I heard you had a canon event today, Zerks. Troll despair. What is your world record for RE4? What's my PB? It's like a 126.08 or something like that. Dude, honestly, I've been watching Lewis run the PC07 port of RE4, and it is the better speedrun, straight up. It has way more out of bounds and stuff. It's like legit just a cooler run. I was like, man, if this port didn't suck, this would like definitely be the better speedrun for sure. Yeah, Red Canary told me. Rip, Zerks. Feels bad, man. You would have had me coming back to cake earlier than expected. What's up, Endurance? Doing good. No more canon events. But that means that the PB itself would not be a canon event, though. It's a multiverse thing.
Come back anytime.
I like how being cucked is just called a canon event now. It's so funny. I haven't seen any Spider-Man movies since like Spider-Man 3, so I have no idea what's happening, but I just am on Twitter too much. So I don't really get it, but I think it's funny. Do you plan to do all Resident Evils in speedrunning? Nope. Resident Evil speedruns are terrible. I don't like them. Remake, 4, and 4 make are like the only exceptions. And honestly, I'm not even a huge fan of 4 make speedrun right now. You like it though, the canon event thing? I think it's hilarious. Especially since I haven't seen the movies, I can't tell the difference between memes and actual canon stuff from the movies. So I have no idea what's actually a joke and what's real. I like the 4 make speedrun. It's too long. Too RNG. Too grabby. Is that Rags? Patty? I heard that the animated Spider-Man movies are really good, like the Enter the Spider-Verse and stuff, but I haven't seen them. I heard they were really good though. Especially the more recent one. I mean, I've streamed like pretty much every day, Rags. I have for like almost 5 years now. But thank you. Whole canon event thing comes with the second one. Something about people be getting cocked though. That's like the canon event thing is just all about cockholdery. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
¡Un forastero!
12 Celsius is warm. Y'all are wild. Should show you guys how hot it is here right now. Let me see. It is currently 104 degrees with a high of 109, which means that is 40 degrees Celsius, 41. This is a normal day in Arizona. That's kind of actually not that hot out. Sometimes we get like 46 or so. Honestly though, everything over 100 just feels the same. Whether it's fucking 46C or 40C, it's all the same. At that point, it's just hot. Well, in the US, we have this thing called central air, which all first world countries should have. Where you have you have hollow walls and there's air ducts in your walls, and there's a central heating and cooling system in every building that you just adjust, and it just produces that level of air in the entire house. So, it's pretty goated. I will never live somewhere where that's not the case. It's beneath me. It just sounds awful. I think that would work in a hot place, but in the UK, it's almost always cold most of the time of the year. No, that's not why. The reason why you guys don't do it in the UK is because your guys' buildings were built like 12,000 years ago. Fucking, the Egyptians like used slaves to build those buildings or something. Like that's how old they are, dude. In Britain, y'all just need to tear everything down and just make new buildings that don't suck. That's what needs to happen. Like, sure, y'all have free healthcare, but do you have buildings that have air conditioners in them, you know? Since Earth is the third planet from the sun, does that make all countries third world countries? Yes, 5. The house that you're in is like maybe 50, 60 years old. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Oopsies. Then why the fuck is it made out of bricks? Are they stupid? Insulation, drywall. Insulation and drywall is really good for cold weather too. Not just warm weather, it's just better overall. It's literally insulation, it insulates the house. Like whatever weather, like whatever is inside the house is what stays, whether it's cold or hot. Like if you have a well insulated house, if you have it nice and toasty in there, it stays nice and toasty even if it's cold outside. That's the whole point of insulation. What's up, Kozabook? Rocking the red name now. I respect it. Red name gang. Also, I hear this every year, dude. UK folks be like, but it's not really a big deal. We don't need central air. It's only hot for like 2 weeks out of the year where I live. The UK doesn't need air conditioning. It's only hot like 2 weeks out of the year. And you know what? It's a fucking lie, because I have UK people in my chat all the time. And I swear to God, half of the year, they're like, it's so hot. 6 months. So I don't believe this whole, oh, we don't need it meme. It's like the SpongeBob, I don't need it water. Like, I don't need it. I don't need it. Was I born and raised in the UK? No. I live in a first world country where we have air conditioning. America, baby. UK infrastructure feels bad, man. No, what I said is, people always say, oh, the UK doesn't need air conditioning because it's only hot for 2 weeks out of the year. But then I have people in my chat bitching about it being too hot in the UK like 6 months out of the year. Bro, look, literally, if we didn't have central heating where I live, you would just die. Like, I'm not exaggerating, you would literally die. Like, it would shrivel up and look like SpongeBob when he's on the fucking beach, and you would just die. You'd have to, like, irrigate your body. Every day, you just have to, like, sit in a bath for, like, 30 minutes. So you'd retain enough moisture to not die. Still live in a desert? I technically don't live in a desert. I live in a box in the desert. But this box is temperature controlled, so it feels like I live in California. That's the trick. You just live in a box that feels comfy, and then you're fine. But I mean, there's a ton of houses in Arizona here that are all built in like the 60s, and they all have central air. So I don't know, like, that was like over 60 years ago, you know? But they have central air, so what the fuck's going on over on the UK? You couldn't do that? You need the whole area to stay cool? Let's be real, none of us are leaving our rooms, so it doesn't matter. It's been raining the past 2 days here in England. Even God is crying for the lack of AC. I don't know, this might be an extremely like spoiled American thing, but does anyone else just leave their AC on all the time? Like when you leave the house, you don't turn it off. You just leave it on. That way when you get back, it's nice and chilly. Yours can blow up due to the way that electricity is in this city. Bonka? You only turn your AC on when I'm home and when I'm not when I'm sleeping. I have noticed that the electricity bill is like basically the same thing if I just leave it on all the time. But it doesn't matter. Like maybe it's like 40 extra bucks or something. Bro, it's 94 in Central Florida right now. AC stays on 24/7. My electric bill in the summer is 300 to 350. When I lived at my grandma's and I had the AC on all the time, it was like that. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so my electric bill's pretty cheap. It's like $100 or something, even with the AC on all the time. But when I lived with my grandma and I was paying her power bill in the summer, yeah, it was like a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house, so it was like $300.
Wait. Wait.
What is that thing?
Shaved your pets. Everyone loves a good shaved pussy.
Wait, follow, wait, follow, wait, follow, wait, follow me.
$350, that's like a normal salary in Latin America. Can't afford it. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure that the cost of living there is slightly different than the cost of living here, though. Remake. For some reason, AC makes you feel like you have a cold. You start coughing and shit. You don't know what that's about. Maybe the air quality on your AC is really bad. Maybe you need to replace the filters.
Wait, follow me.
That seems like the most likely culprit.
Follow me. Wait.
You have to replace those like pretty often.
Follow me.
And once every like 2 months or so, maybe, yeah, around that. Every month even, yeah.
Follow me.
Leave it to me, Leon. I couldn't imagine living somewhere without central air, though. I just couldn't do it. There's no way. Yo, cat dog. Howdy.
Behind us!
They see that good? Yeah, you know how it feels like amazing when it's super nice outside, like a perfect 70-degree day, like sun's out and stuff? It just feels like that every day inside my house. I sleep way better too because it's nice and cold and I get to bundle up. Or if it's really cold, then I can turn the heat on. And it can be nice and cozy in my house when it's fucking freezing outside. Yeah, I mean, maybe like 4 months out of the year, it's like 40 plus Celsius is pretty normal where I live. But it gets really frigid and cold in the winter too. In the 40s Fahrenheit. Like 1 or 2 Celsius probably. But it's dry, so it's like bone chilling. You live in an old house in Kansas, doesn't have central air, but you have an AC unit like every window. That's okay. I've never actually lived somewhere that had like window units. I have no idea if they're good or not. Central air fucks though. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, see the new CS2 update? Man, I really want to get beta access to that shit. It looks so fun. They changed out Mirage for Nuke, and they added Office too. And like, they added inspect animations to all the grenades, and it looks like you're jerking off when you spam them. I saw this clip of a guy like standing on the rafters in Nuke, and he like stood behind somebody and like spammed the inspect animation with the Molotov and then jumped off and 360 Zeused him. Fucking hilarious. FT. Electronic fungible token. Longer. I don't know what EFT means. I don't know what sex is. Die. Oh, Escape from Tarkov. You picked up a Steam Deck on the summer sale today? Nice. The ultimate Nintendo piracy device. Let's go.
Welcome.
You're gonna sell your Switch? Based. Have you seen that like AI generated meme? It's like of Gabe and he's like talking about CS skins. He's like, no, we're not gonna add fucking animated emotes to CSGO. We don't need that shit. He's all talking shit about Valorant. He's like, we don't even make games. When we make games, we just do stuff specifically to just confuse the shit out of the industry. We made the Steam Deck. Ultimate Nintendo piracy device. I've been playing Super Mario Sunshine, clocked in about 200 hours. I have never bought the game. It's so funny. So good.
Been a long time, comrade.
Krauser.
I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this.
Oh, one needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
Barrel. You got her involved just for that? Ah, ting, 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 ting. Yeah.
All for Umbrella's sake.
Umbrella.
Almost let it slip. Enough talk.
Die, comrade. Yeah, of course I know all the grunts and stuff. Dude, you memorize all this stuff after like 5th speedrun.
Ugh.
Ada!
Well, if it isn't the
Capital D colon.
Looks like,
Like-
we have the upper hand here.
Where you have to watch this stupid ass like 3.5 minute long cutscene with QTEs in it every time you do a run. Of course I memorized it. I memorized it like the first week of speedrunning.
Your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
Like you can't even AFK because it's got QTEs in it.
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Fucking stupid.
Maybe some other time.
What's up, Richard? How you doing, dude? Yeet. Have you stopped using Flying Swallow yet, Chaser? What's up, Gage? What's up, Never Walk Alone? Howdy. Yes, sir. Big dick, big dick. Four big guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm mad jealous. I wish I had CS2 access. The new update looks so sick. I did, yeah. Kind of a, but that's for the OG PC port. PC07, I believe. Pretty impressive, though. Mods like that are not simple. Excuse me. Like the Switch, we don't really like Nintendo games. That's pretty much all that's on the Switch, though, unfortunately. Like, what are you gonna use the Switch for except for Nintendo games? They have like zero support for third-party games. And Skyrim, I guess. But like, I don't know, dude. You could just play on the Steam Deck. And then you could like have access to insane mods and stuff. I mean, let's be real. The real fun in Skyrim is not found within the executable. It is found on Nexus Mod Manager. Trying to craft the perfect experience. Right, like, I had way more fun in Nexus Mod Manager than I ever did in Skyrim. Yeah, I have like 600 hours in Skyrim, but I swear to God, all of it is the Nexus Mod Manager. I would like spend probably 100 hours like trying to make like the perfect modded playthrough and then play that modded playthrough for approximately like 10 hours. And then be like, ah, actually I want to play something different. Like, I remember trying to turn Skyrim into Dark Souls combat. That was one of the things I did. I definitely like tried to make like more realistic sneaking a few times. Tried to make like a super immersive world with like no load screens and stuff. Bro, I can't aim. Well, Nintendo consumers are literally children, so they can do whatever they want. Because their mom doesn't know the difference, and their mom is the one buying it, so. It literally doesn't matter.
What is it that you fight for?
Comrade. The views, I suppose. Excuse me. Pardon me. No, Harry, good.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
I do not watch YouTube chat. Especially not your mess. I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course I do. Nowadays, I have almost the same amount of people on YouTube as I do Twitch, so. I have seen over like the year or whatever, my YouTube audience has definitely grown and become more stable, which is cool. I appreciate you guys. Well, not quite that much because of the book, but like, I have 2 different channels and they both average like 30 to 40, maybe higher sometimes. Yeah, thanks for your factor. Joe Rogan in the chat, foggers. Joe Rogan likes my content. What's up, Roger? I have a lot of heals. I'm about to have less heals. Ah! Okay, we're fine. It's fine. Alright. How's my day going? It's going pretty good. How was yours? I definitely was not trying to throw that grenade, but okay. I was trying to like avoid the dude by shooting him, but I realized I had a grenade out. I just stood there and threw a grenade in the air. Somehow I didn't get hit. You take this. Well, I have YouTube members set up now, so I could add some emotes on YouTube. I actually do have emotes set up on YouTube right now, I think, for members and stuff, but I would much rather people support on Patreon instead. I wish there was like a way to do 7TV on YouTube. That would be sick. Currently, the whole streaming, like proprietary stuff for streaming, like emotes and like alert support and all that stuff is just, it's just non-existent. Like the entire industry is like, what is happening? There's like 17 different platforms now, and half of them look like they're gonna fall apart in 2 days. So no one's committed to anything. Have you considered speedrunning RE4 achievements on RetroArch? I don't know what RetroArch is. What's that, viewer? Which will go down any day now, it looks like. I think it's probably going to be like more like a 3 or 4 years down the road type thing, but it'll definitely happen. Oh, sick. Achievements for emulator. I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. I mean, I could... Are they better than the achievements for Steam? Because the Steam achievements for RE4 are like pretty boring and easy. Hey, Daily Dose. Going. There's like 114. Oh, they're definitely different then. That's cool. Maybe I could look into it then. Because I thought about doing an all achievement speedrun for RE4 OG, but like... the achievements are pretty... nothing. Just like beat separate ways. Beat the game. That could be cool. You good, Daily Dose? You hanging in there? Because frankly, I have no idea what you're trying to say right now. Oh. Kill all the crows, get 40, necks broken, combo with hunk, stuff like that. That sounds fun. I'll definitely look into it. It might take a really long time if there's 114 achievements though. I don't know how down I am to do like a 12-hour RE4 speedrun. That's so Smith. You got fired from your job 2 hours ago? Oh, I'm sorry, Smith. That sucks, dude. Fuck them. That's what I say. Feels bad, man.
Hang on, sweetheart.
Later, Ashley. If I do say so myself, fuck hope. GG. I'll fuck them in the ass at the end of the year when they'll be needing people again. They fired you because there wasn't a position available at the sector you're working at. You're under temporary contract. Oh, that sucks.
Where are ya?
That sucks. You know what else sucks? They actually didn't drown. Not a candidate event. Feels bad.